Hi, my tubies. It's me, Sheila True Love, the one who adores you and love you like you've never been loved before. Agape love is the best love there is. Right now, we're going to talk about, will a narcissist ever heal? Can they be cured? You know, it's sad and it's tragic because narcissists, they're the product of abuse. Okay. And empaths, we are human beings. We are very compassionate. We understand how did these people become the way they are. They are the product of abuse, sometimes bad genetics. Yeah, that's a possibility. And often cruel violence, abandonment, or some type of pathological, I don't know, engulfment. You know, that's so not our problem. Oh my God, am I a narcissist? Oh my God, oh my God. Am I not empathetic? Yes, of course I am. But we understand that they went through some things in their childhood. We get it. We understand. That's why we tried to show them the love that we did and the caring and the genuineness. We tried. What the hell? What do you want? You can't draw blood from a rock. We've given our best. Whatever. They didn't choose. We understand to logically kill off their true self and have this pathological life that they have. They're being more and more taken over by this, how you say, false self, and this demanding false self is never happy. You know, that's why it leaves these narcissists with lives that are painful, empty. They're always angry. I know you can relate. I know you hear where I'm coming from. You know, we realize the truth. There's no helping someone, however, and this is what they don't understand. You cannot help someone who won't try to at least try to help themselves. Being attached to a narcissist it's not the same as being attached to someone who's helpless. You know what I'm saying? These narcissists are not helpless like a quadriplegic. You know, we can totally understand the devotion that a person would have to try to make sacrifices to try to help somebody who's like in a wheelchair or a quadriplegic. They can't help themselves. You know what I mean? But when it comes to the narcissists, they are vicious, they're malicious, they're spiteful and calculating, and they will abuse you all the way to your demise, your death, or your destruction, whichever one comes first. That's why you need to stop trying to fix these people. You cannot try to fix them. You know? You cannot try to help people who won't or refuse to try to at least help themselves. And that's it. It's a fact. You know? While their false self is on guard, there's no breaking through to these narcissists. It's no getting them to work on the deep inner wounds that they have, which is exactly what they need to do. But this is exactly what they keep avoiding. These inner wounds that happen to them in their childhood or whatever. All these people just can't seem to let go of the past. This is my conclusion, to be honest. We understand things happen to you in your past, and that's horrible. When you was a child, you had no control over those things. But as an adult, you're in the driver's seat. You have control. And when people are trying to love you and care about you and have your back, I think, come on now, that's an epiphany. Things change in life. Things do get better. You think they would get it, but they don't. You know, to meet their inner wounds, that's like an annihilation for them. You know, it can't be done. Because we know that for them to admit that they're not fabulous, they're not the gift to the world doesn't revolve around them. Yeah, right. That's an annihilation for them. Their intuition, you know, tells them, I suppose, deep down inside that they can't deal with their inner wounds. I say seek help, get therapy. You had a good wife, you had a good husband, you had to mess that up. And then when your husband or your wife tried to at least be your friend, at least try that, you had to screw that up too. Come on already, man. How far do you think people are supposed to go? It's ridiculous. And I know for them, it's like excruciating and grueling, and it's painful for a narcissist to make the necessary changes for them to live right and to do right. My ex narcissist, he didn't want to live right. He didn't want to do right. That's why he ain't here. He ain't right. He ain't right here. I can't be so bothered. But check this out. I want to tell you what's the sticking part. The narcissist, listen. When it comes to supply, the narcissist, they are addicted to narcissistic supply worse than a heroin addict is addicted to heroin. These narcissists, they literally feel like they would disappear into oblivion if they don't get that extra supply, that energy supply. You know what that supply is, right? You and I both know. It's called attention from the outside, validation. Tell me that I'm fabulous. Tell me that I admire me. A worship, whatever. Get help, seek help, whatever. The narcissist, they don't know how to do like you and I do. We know how to rely on our own ability for validation, for our energy. I don't need no outside people telling me that, oh, okay, you're great, you're this. Honey, I have a mirror. I know who I am. I know what my values are. I know what my standards are. I know what I represent. I know what I believe in. I know what I will tolerate, and I know what I won't. So I don't need nobody with no outside, all of this validation, or like these narcissists. They have to depend on this outside supply. I don't need, I can't be so bothered, whatever. And I'm sure you can't either. You're sick of it too. That's why you're done with them. The narcissists, whenever they're feeling like low or depressed, which is often, I told you my narc called me Christmas. I'm suicidal. I don't want to live. I want to kill myself. I want to jump off a freaking cliff. I should have freaking gave him a push. But anyway, they'll just they're constantly in pain and they're constantly depressed and they're miserable. But healthy-minded people like you and me, we know that the inner healing for anyone is that you have to deal with the pain, or you have to sit with the pain sometimes, and you have to resist the urge, and you have to avoid sitting around here picking up drugs and all this crazy nonsense and hurting innocent people. They only get pleasure out of ruining, well, I'm not going to say ruining. They try to ruin or destroy people's lives. That's where they get their pleasure. They're narcissists. Like a vampire needs blood, that's how they get their blood, their supply. Ruining people. Once you let me ruin you and I see that I got you under my control and your life is all screwed up and I done took your household and flipped it inside out, that's blood. Ooh, yeah, I feel so energized. That's a narcissist. Yeah, really. My narcissist must be dead by now because waiting on getting some. Wait, I'm sorry. Waiting on getting supply from this gal. Yeah, right. He must be dead somewhere in a hole somewhere because it's so not going to happen. These narcissists, their false self is its own entity which has taken over them. It's taken them over, their false self. Their false self has all the reasons, all the excuses, and all the justifications so as to why what they do to people, it's okay. That's how they justify it. In their sick, twisted little world and their crazy mind, they justify all of this stuff, man. You know why? That's their false self. They can't show their authentic self because they feel, because they've been abused or something happened to them in their childhood or their past that they can't seem to let go of the past. And they feel that showing their authentic self, nobody's going to accept me. Oh my, I got to put on my freaking false self and be this pretender. Oh, whatever. Seek help. I mean, don't they see that this is so not working for them? Really? You know what I've observed is that a narcissist, they have to get hit really hard by life until they're literally, and when I tell you literally on their knees, before they even consider how much harm and damage they've created and done to others. The reason is because when life kicks someone that hard, they're all about ego, but that ego is temporarily injured. It's too injured for them to operate. So even if they go into therapy, as soon as that therapist gives the narcissist enough attention, narcissistic supply, the narcissist, their false self returns. And their humility is short-lived. So don't count on it. Then they go right back to their grandiose, they're hunting for narcissistic supply, their attention seeking, their entitlement issues, and you know how it goes. The story goes on and on and on and on. So can these people be healed? Can they be cured? Let me put it to you like this. Can you turn a cat into a dog? Can you turn a horse into a bird? A demonic swine into a loving human being? But I tell you this, good luck trying. And if you pull it off, please call me, text me, do something, leave comments or something. My email, SheilaTrueLove@outlook.com. Because anytime you could take a demonic swine and turn him into a loving human being, I want to be notified. Good luck trying, hon. Now, what I do hope is that this has helped to explain. This is a very delicate subject, and I look forward to answering any of your comments or any of your questions. So leave them below. Leave your comments below, and please don't forget to subscribe and to click the notification bell. You know, that little bell right there, so you know whenever I posted something new. And we'll talk. I'll be more than delighted to talk to you. I love you. Agape love is the best love. And as I end all of my videos, you always have a choice. The choice is yours. Please choose wisely. Until next time, darling, we'll talk again. Bye for now.